Guys, we need to talk. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how I got the Capital One Venture X just 2 weeks after being denied for the card. If you didn't see me apply for the card and go over the reasons why I want the card and all the benefits for the card, there's a previous video on my channel that you go look at, view that before you view this. You could see all the reasons why I want the Capital One Venture X, me applying for it, me getting denied for it. Now today I'm going to go over the steps of what I did to actually achieve one of these cards. As always, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys hit a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe down below. It helps me a whole lot with the YouTube algorithm, with me trying to grow and trying to get my word out there about these financial topics. Also, comment down below what you think about the Capital One Venture X, what you think about this process of getting a credit card, and if there's any questions that I could answer for you about doing this. So let's dive into it, you guys. I wanted this card because I am traveling a little bit this year, so I wanted to use that travel credit. Plus, you know how much I love welcome bonuses. Capital One Venture X is a great welcome bonus for it of 75,000 miles. So I wanted to rack up on that. But as you may have saw before, I did not get approved for it. Today, we're going to be talking about the steps that I really went through to kind of get that card. And the first step that I really went through is I went through the reconsideration line at Capital One. So what I did is I called up Capital One. I got a person to talk to. I had them send my application over to their reconsideration department, because what happens most of the time is when you apply for these cards, you just get the automated system that either approves you or denies you based on certain credentials. You can call a reconsideration line for either Capital One, Chase, American Express, Discover, Citi. Any of these companies have reconsideration lines that you could call up and try to make a reason why you want that card or why you are a viable candidate for that card. What they will do at that point is they will send your application over to a reconsideration team to go over your profile line by line to see if you are a good candidate for this card. So I did that. That was my very first step to see where I could go with this process. I really wanted the card to be able to get all the perks and everything that I had mentioned before. So the reconsideration line was really the first step. This may take some time for them to go over to reconsider your card. They said anywhere from 3 to 5 days. I could hear all the way up to 2 weeks until I really hear back. I did hear back from the reconsideration line, and the reconsideration line did deny me again, but that's not where I stopped. I kept going to see what I could do from there. After going through the reconsideration line and still being declined, I realized that I had one more opportunity to really get this card now when I need it before booking all the flights and all that stuff, so I get those airline credits and so I could rack up that money to get that welcome offer. What I did was I used my spouse. My wife, she hasn't really opened up any lines of credit. If you watched my other video, you saw the reason why I got denied was because of recent account openings, too many revolving accounts opened, too many inquiries, all that because I had been applying for credit cards recently to get welcome bonuses, to get offers, and to have credit cards that my wife and I are going to use. I put her as an authorized user on all those accounts, but they were all inquiries on my credit profile, so hence I got declined. But I was able to use my wife's credit and be able to have her apply for the card and see what we could do to hopefully get this card now. I do not advise you to do this unless you highly trust the other individual. So my wife highly trusts me. I highly trust my wife. So that's why I have no problem applying for cards and having her be an authorized user or an account manager to see all the finances on the card. And she has no problem with opening a card and having me be account manager doing all the finances on the card as well. We work as a big old team. But I wouldn't advise this if you are boyfriend, girlfriend, if you don't extremely trust the other individual and you don't definitively know what they're going to be doing with that card, because there's too many times I see people have authorized users that just tend to put that person into immense credit card debt that they can't get out of. So the big emphasis, if you are going to try this tactic and try to use this get around to get more welcome points or more bonus offers or get the cards that you really want in a little bit of a shorter period of time, if you're going to use this, please do it with somebody that you trust and somebody you know is not either going to put you into debt or they trust you enough that they know that you're not going to put them into debt. So after all this, after 2 weeks, after applying, getting denied, going through reconsideration, getting denied again, talking with my wife, waiting a little period of time to make sure this was really what the both of us wanted, we did apply, we did get approved, and now we can start using this card for what we really want to do is book some trips, start traveling. She put me as an authorized user and an account manager on there so I can book through the Capital One portal. I could use the miles. I could see what the balance is. I could pay off the balance because I do all the finances for our house. So I could do all that stuff even though she is the owner of the account. What I really wanted to display here is that you can cycle your applications for credit cards with a significant other, a spouse, anybody that you got available. If you are alone and you're by yourself, you have to kind of manipulate when you apply for these cards and when the best time is to not get hit with too many inquiries, too many recent open accounts. You could look online, American Express, Chase, Capital One, Discover, all have their kind of criterias what'll kind of get you automatically declined for a card. Like Chase has their 524. If you have 5 personal credit cards open in the past 24 months, they're essentially gonna auto decline you. So if you look those up online, get a better idea of what you'd be able to apply for in that period of time. It'll put you in a better mindset to see whether you're able to get those cards. But if you do have a significant other or somebody else you could kind of cycle credit applications with, you could essentially double the amount of welcome bonuses that you get. If it's within your regular spend, obviously we don't want to be going on spending on extravagant stuff to get these welcome bonuses, because those welcome bonuses aren't worth it if you're spending $6,000 to get $1,500 and the $6,000 is money you wouldn't have spent already. It's not really worth it. You're just throwing away money at that point. But it's a great way to kind of cycle credit inquiries and kind of make it so you're never in a spot where you saw, like on my last video, you're getting declined for a card that you really want. You should also prioritize what cards you want and what time you want them. Also, what credit cards you're getting and what's your status in, say, Chase 524. If you know your status in Chase 524 and you know one card's going to fall off, you know you'll be able to apply for another Chase card soon. That's all dependent on your current situation, and you guys could kind of look into that. You guys know your situation better than I do, but I just wanted to come here to show that you could still get the benefits and the rewards of a card even after being declined for it just 2 weeks prior. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Today, I just wanted to emphasize that there's other ways to get these cards, even if it seems like you've been declined for them. You kind of really can't do anything. You really want this card, and you could use it now. I just wanted to kind of showcase the availability that you have to you to be able to kind of cycle your credit and use your credit and everything that you have as access to get things that you need to better your financial situation. If you guys liked the video, it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about anything in this video. I hope you all have a great day.